What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content daily. We also stream over on Twitch at This Is Aftersound, so come by and say hello. All right, we have another town hall in the books, and this video, I'm going to bring you my 5 biggest takeaways from this town hall. Now, if you're new to the channel, this is not a summary. There's other fantastic content creators out there that put together summaries for this, and I am looking at the official Splinterlands town hall summary on the PeakD blog. So go ahead and check those out if you want all the information. For me, this is just kind of the 5 things that stuck out to me from the town hall, and I like to kind of expand on them a little bit more. So first things first, Yap-a-Mat was not on the town hall, so all the hype, everybody was expecting it, everybody was waiting, and he wasn't there. But this was week number 3 that he has been absent. And so if he is going to be coming on a monthly schedule, he's due for a visit next week, and there's a lot of talk about what may be happening between now and then in regards to a official post by the team for the SPS validators and node licenses so that he can come on the town hall next week and discuss it. So we don't know yet. Nothing's confirmed, but there may be a Yap-a-Mat sighting in the near future or in the next or upcoming town hall. So let me give you my little list here. This is in no particular order, and I kind of wish I had ordered it differently, but we're just going to roll with it. So first things first, what they got into is the upcoming ranked rewards. I feel like this has been talked about to death at this point, but it's like the only thing we have to look forward to in the very near future, right? So the team is putting so much focus on this, and they're like, I think it even said here, like this is the main thing that they want done. And yeah, its goal is to have it released early next month. So I think when we were talking about end of April, early May, it doesn't seem as though it's going to happen early next month. I know that they're saying early next month, but the reason, and I've brought this up before, is that when Yap-a-Mat first mentioned these upcoming rewards or the ranked rewards changes, he said that he wanted to do this during a season switch, right? So at the end of one season and the beginning of a new season. So with the way things are going right now, the first season, or the season that we're in right now started at the beginning of April and will end mid-April. And these seasons go for roughly 15 days. So, you know, if 2 seasons is going to make up the month of April, then unless they get it out, like literally at the beginning of next season or like the 1st of May, whenever that season starts, it will have to be mid-May. So just something to keep in mind, right? Because I think what this tells me right now is that they're aiming for that May 1st or around that time. But if they don't have it ready, then be prepared to wait another 2 weeks is all I'm going to say right now, just to temper your expectations so that you know, at least from the information we've been given, how they plan to approach this. So what are the big things that they said here? So there's going to, instead of daily quests, they want to use the term quest for something else. And so now this is going to be replaced by your daily focus. And I don't know if there's a seasonal focus, but there will be some seasonal awards or maybe similar to what they have now, but I guess it wouldn't be like seasonal quests. And what's going to happen is that this is going to be replaced by something called focus points. And so the more you the more you play and win, the more chests you'll be able to receive. I'm not sure if you can redeem these chests for focus points, but the idea is that they want to incentivize people to play more than just their daily quest. They want people to continue pushing forward and acquiring as much as possible. Now, the thing is, there's going to be diminishing returns so that players cannot farm the new rewards cards, which is something that came to mind, with the whole bot situation, where if bots are incentivized to play as long as possible. Now, if you are adding to that incentive by giving them more than one daily quest, then this is something that can be exploited. Now, the team's response to this was that ECR will play a role. So it remains to be seen how this will play out. I'm going to be honest. I'm a little skeptical of this, just because you're putting 2 things that are diametrically opposed into play here. So I'm not saying that it cannot work. I'm just curious to see what the final thing will be, and I have a lot of faith that Yap-a-Mat and the team is much smarter than I am. But the way that I see it is you want accounts, right? And I'm going to say accounts, not bots or people, but you want accounts to play as long as possible. You want to incentivize them to not get up from the game and go do something else. You want them to keep on playing. And in order to do that, you need to keep giving them things. And if you're taking away that one daily quest by giving away focus and putting in focus points, that will add, some kind of additional incentive beyond whatever the daily quest would have been. Well, then yes, more players will start playing more, which I guess is a good thing. But that also rewards the bots for playing more. So, at the end of the day, bots can only do one quest per day. And now if you're going to have them, playing more and earning more of these focus points and potentially earning more chests in the long run, then that is something that I think I don't know. I don't see how those can intersect in an appropriate way. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that it cannot be done. I'm just saying that until we get more details on it, it's something that like my brain can literally not wrap around, because like I said, you're just diametrically opposed between these two things. It's a what they call, like when immovable, or when a unstoppable force meets an immovable object, right? Like something's gonna give here, and the reason that people are so upset about bots right now is because it's not one bot exploiting it. It's the scale of multiple bots being able to do this. So, I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. I'm excited for this no matter what, because the rest of the rank rewards updates sound really cool. And in terms of, no more ghost cards getting rewards, all that, fantastic. But this specifically, I'll need to see exactly how it's going to work, and you can bet that there will be a deep dive and analysis into this once we get more information. So that is all the new information that we have on ranked rewards. It's not much. It's like literally just, some fish food to get us to come up to the top, get us to come up to the surface, but that's all we got. All right, number 2. We don't really have much information on this, but they did confirm. And when I say confirm, I'm really like, in quotations, confirm that there will be a new ability released with Rift Watchers. And the reason I'm not trying to be smart about it, it's just nothing is confirmed until it's confirmed, type of thing. Like until there's a post or until they officially release it or reveal it. So they're talking about a new ability being put into Rift Watchers. Now here's the thing, I think that is pretty much going to be confirmed at this point, because I'm sure they want to shake up the game meta and give something fun to the community to wrap their heads around. So at this point in time, we're being told 1. It could be more. I highly doubt that it would be less than 1, but yeah, at this point in time, I'm excited about it. So, but you never know. See how I'm hedging my bets here, but it's true. You never know. Okay, number 3. Items and spells are going to be equal to the core quantity set, or core set quantity. So in the past, one of the things that I was thinking, one of the ways that I was trying to evaluate how land could produce, or how much value land could produce, was looking at it from the standpoint of they were comparing items and spells to a set. And so I actually looked at it as a smaller set, right? One of the mini editions, like Dice, the upcoming Rift Watchers, or I think Orb was the previous one. And so therefore, when I was looking at the value that was generated by all of those cards, it was significant. Again, this is all, I don't even remember what it was, but it was one of those things where I was looking at it on a smaller scale. Now we have a larger scale, so I might revisit this just to see what this looks like, because if you look at something like Chaos Legion, and Nate actually specifically called out Chaos Legion for having, I think, about 100 cards, the idea is then that they want to have 100 items and spells. Now, are these going to be the same value as cards? Probably not, but the idea is that they want these to be NFTs that people are able to collect that are minted only by landowners, right? So therefore, they're passing the value on to the people who bought land. So they may not be as much as cards, but at the same time, look at how much some cards are going for right now, aka rewards cards, which are going for less than 2 pennies. So we may be able to take a look at, the amount of cards and then kind of extrapolate based on maybe the rewards prices, where the max you have right now is a legendary going for $3.50. Jin O'Shaughnessy, oh my God, somebody save me. Okay, I'll stop there. But with that being said, if we look at it that way, do some kind of similar distribution on the rarities, then maybe we can get an idea of how much value will be generated by land over time, and maybe, just maybe, extrapolate that further and see what land should be worth if it is providing that much value on a daily, monthly, yearly basis. So, but that sounds like a deeper dive that I'll have to do at a later time. All right, so number 4, somebody straight up asked Aggro this, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Just head on. It's like, can you definitively say if Rebellion will not come out until Chaos Legion sells out? And he said, yes, that is the case. There will be no Rebellion until Chaos Legion is finally completely sold out. Now, I think most of us thought that, but it's nice to get confirmation of that. I guess, again, confirmation in quotation marks. But it makes sense with the way things go. Now, people, a lot of people look at Rift Watchers and they think that, oh, this is just another set that's being released. It is considered a mini edition. And as Agrod mentioned, the revenue that is made from this is not paid to the team. So the team actually goes through the process of making these mini editions in between the main core sets. And they do not benefit from this financially, in the sense that previously it was a way to burn DEC. So the team is not receiving this DEC. The DEC just gets burned. And now for Rift Watchers, if it's going to be sold exclusively for SPS and vouchers, then the SPS that is put in is not burned, but is put or locked up in the DAO. So, ultimately that's obviously a little bit different than burning it, but it does get locked up there. And at, some point in the future when governance actually takes place, then not people, but SPS stakers will be able to decide what to do with that money, whether it comes back to the community, whether it gets put into ranked battle rewards, whether it gets used to, pay for a Super Bowl ad, who knows? But between main editions, it makes sense that that's the case. Obviously, we're at like an incredibly slow sales point right now for Chaos Legion. So any type of extrapolating that out is going to say that this thing's going to take like 18 months. But previous sets have taken that long. Now, with the roadmap, it does seem as though the team is expecting Chaos Legion to sell out before the end of the year, if they are already earmarking Q1 for the Rebellion release. But obviously, a lot of things are going to have to change within the next, we'll call it 8 to 12 months. No, yeah, I guess 8 to 12 months. Who knows? Because that'll go into next year. But a lot will need to change over the rest of the year, I should say. And then we'll see how things shape up in Q1 of next year. And then finally, I don't really talk too much about the marketing side because, one, we don't really have much information. And if I'm being honest, whenever I hear about this stuff, one of the major things that we look at is where are the spellbook purchases, right? Where are the new players potentially coming in? Now we have and are still getting new players coming in via new spellbook purchases, but we haven't seen like any kind of major spike. We haven't seen anything crazy, and there hasn't been some like watershed moment where we saw like the switch being turned on from a marketing standpoint, from an advertising standpoint. So I'm not saying that they're not effective. I'm just saying that I don't know. I don't know what it is, because I don't believe that if the intent is to get more players, that we're really seeing a significant impact right now. That being said, I'm not saying that it's not working. I'm just saying that it's hard to see the results right now. And I know that these things take time, and digital marketing, digital advertising can be very complicated. I've done it in the past for my own music, and it's awesome when it works, and it's very frustrating when it doesn't. And obviously, whenever we're in a bear market and there is a lot of liquidity sucked out of the market, people are afraid to invest in anything, then yeah, I mean, what's happening, and I'll probably expand on this in a future video, but the little TLDR here is what's happening is that there's a lot of investors who are no longer looking at this game, and we're really just starting to get the people who are interested in the game for the game's sake, which is great, but it's also not going to have waterfall moments of like people just rushing in the way that they did back in October of last year. So the other thing, or at least the main point that I wanted to talk about here, is one of the interesting things that they will be testing in the upcoming weeks is influencer marketing. So they're in talks with several talent management companies, and it sounds like they're going to try to take a stab at the whole influencer marketing. Now, I'm so sorry, guys. I mean, not that, I wear the title of influencer proudly, but I wish that I was enough. I wish that I was enough. I wish Dwayne and Bulldog and Crypto Llama and Luke, I wish we were all enough, but we're just not enough. They need the big dogs to come in, and I welcome it, because at the end of the day, if the big dogs can bring people in, then, the value of my assets should go up over time. So I'm all for it, but I'm sorry. I wish we were more. I wish we could do more. But it is what it is, and it looks like they're going to try and bring some big people in, which should be interesting. And I'm very excited about it to see who comes through, because this is a very niche type of genre of game. And so I don't even know who the top influencers are in this space. So it'll be a learning experience for me. And yeah, I guess we'll see what happens. So I'm excited about that, though. That is all I have. I did not want to talk about anything SPS Validator related, because they are saying that there should be a post about this, as I mentioned, sometime before the end of the week, which is another reason that I wanted to get this out as quickly as possible, because hopefully if that post does come within the next 48 hours, that should give us a good amount of, meat to sink our teeth into and wrap our brains around. So that's all I have for you in this video. Should I start rating the town halls? I don't know. No, that would be bad. It's going to come back and bite me out somewhere. So I was like, I should give the town halls a rating out of 10. But, it's a lot of the same information, which I understand is frustrating to people. But I hope you guys can all understand that Rome wasn't built in a day, and it takes time to get these things out and about. And from what I can tell you, from my perspective and experience, and from what I've seen, the team is working incredibly hard to get this out as quickly as possible. There is literally no reason to delay outside of the fact that they don't want the experience to be bad for you, for the community, because everything crashes and they rush something, and maybe they have another exploit that they'll need to fix within a couple of weeks, right? So I'd rather that they get it right than they get it done fast, and that is where we're at. So that's all I got for you. Have an amazing rest of your day. I will catch you all in the next video, and I will see you around the game. Take care.